in the pitch. Cashing like Raiders, all in the wrist. Feeling like a gator in a pond full of fish. Everyday folks go hard on the tricks. Keep it stacked thick, it's a bomb in the bitch. Homie, I'm inner, game changer like an inner. Own all matter, why the struggle on beginner. Power moves in the paint like a motherfucking sinner. At the end of the day, I'm a motherfucking winner. As I sit and cheap this tree, I pray to God I keep winning. I'm a dying breed, I'm a sight to see. Ain't too many as fly as me. Spend some time with some ballers, even fuck with some broke niggas. Say she dance for them dollars, I'm looking at her like go figure. Never been on the slab, but baby say she a go getter. Say she down with them lanes, now she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. Say 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 she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. She used to dance for them dollars, I'm looking at her like go figure. Say she done with them lanes, now she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. Me and my team on top of the shit. She know what's up, come drop for the click. Pop that ass, can rock them hips. Spend a little cash, take that sip. I'ma take flicks, girl, take that risk. Don't be scared, girl, bake that shit. What you running from? Shake that dick. I'ma beat it up like I hate that shit. Yes, I'm cool with a nigga dope. Tryna line stacks like a nigga on coke. All on the hustle, fuck, banking on hope. Dig they own ditch, I just hit them with they rope. Kill them one shot like I'm aiming with a scope. Throw a slow pitch up a deck where it go. Blow fuck a hoe, that's as far as it go. Keep my dick wrapped like a car with a bow. I'm quite gone. Top shelf stuff in a cyclone. Chillin' with my crown tilted. Chillin' on this bright throne. Keep on climbing till they sight gone. I got a light tone. Motherfucking monster with a mic on. Born from his war like Saigon. Then we squeeze under pressure like pythons. Always over, not less. Now little homie, not stressed, I'm blessed. Hoes and the haters get played to the left. Flame gon' tell me, motherfucker, I'm fresh. Stack that shit, cause it ain't much left. I'm a dying breed, I'm a sight to see. Ain't too many as fly as me. Spend some time with some ballers, even fuck with some broke niggas. Say she dance for them dollars, I'm looking at her like go figure. Never been on the slab, but baby say she a go getter. Say she down with them lanes, now she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. Say 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 she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. She used to dance for them dollars, I'm looking at her like go figure. Say she done with them lanes, now she wanna fuck with a dope nigga. Dope Spend some time with some ballers, even fuck with some broke niggas.
All right. My bad. We back. Here we go. Big shout out to everybody in here right now. I got my boy El Peron in the building. Cooper from the O in the building. And we chilling right now. You feel me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. I had it messed up, but you know how we do. We bounce back. You feel me? Big shout out to everybody tuning in right now. You know, shout out to the early gang. Shout out to the chat fam in the building, in the chat, holding it down like every live stream like they do. Much love to my people, you feel me? Much love. No Denzel, but this man on fire. I do, what I say, I do in the daily, some desire. Man, one of my favorite albums, bro. Diamond in the Mud, man. Big shout out to Cooper from the O. That was a fire line. Not to sound cocky or anything, but, you know, to me, that was a fire line, bro. Man. It takes me back, bro. It takes me back. Thinking about the old stuff that I done said in the past takes me back hold on. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick. It takes me back to the day that I laid that, and like trying to think of where I was when I wrote that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do on a daily with the envious desire. Man, my boy know my lyrics better than me, man. Who am I? What do we got going on in here? Shout out to my boy Cooper from the a real one in the chat fam community. You feel me? Before I go any further, let me give a shout out to all the members. Shout out to my boy Ain't Loud AJ. Shout out to DJ Xander. Shout out to Craig O'Hearn. Shout out to Joseph Nelson. Shout out to Scott Voss. Shout out to Lynn Me Too. And shout out to Jeff Wallace real quick. You feel me? Big shout out to the family members. If you are not a part of the members, that does not mean that I care about you any less. I still love you to death. You feel me? I still love you to death, bro. I promise you. If you are here supporting, just know that you have a special place in my heart. Now let's let's pass all that sappy shit. You feel me? My boy Cooper from the O says, I catch him. I catch him. Barology expert. We catch those that fly over everyone's head. Much respect. Much respect. Much respect, bro. I love that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that. See what's crazy, right? We'll talk about bars for a little bit. The hard part about music for me is being witty versus dropping some real shit. You know what I mean? Now, let me explain a little bit. What's popular right now, is these dudes that can rap. They're on TikTok and stuff, and they think of a witty concept, and it's like, let's say right now, it would be I'm not gonna break your heart, right? And the whole TikTok video will be centered around this song. And, they may be, they may walk up to somebody in the public and be like, hey, check this out. Do you have trust issues? And the girl will be like, well, yeah, I do. I've had my heart broken. And then next thing you know, dude will bust out his rap song. He'll turn on the boom box and the beat will be going, and he'll start, yo, I'm not gonna break your heart, sounding out John to fart. You know what I mean? Just rhyming a bunch of random shit, and it'd be clever. It'd be clever. But to me, it's so corny because it's like, bro, where's that gonna be in the next 10? You know what I mean? My boy Cooper from the O, he's reciting lyrics that I dropped probably longer than 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? And that's why I get stuck, because it's like I can write like that. I can make some poppy shit real quick to get the engagement going and shit like that, But it's like, man, is that what I want my legacy to be? A bunch of TikTok famous shit, you know what I mean? Is that worth it? It's worth it in the now. I'm not going to lie to you. The notoriety, the money that comes from it, the opportunities that come from it, all that type of stuff, that's just nice, man. That's just dope. Any rapper, any artist would love would love the win from that situation. But man, like when my son gets older and he's like, oh yeah, this is my dad, and he's playing the music not for his girlfriend, but it's for his girlfriend's father. You know what I mean? Somebody older that would understand lyrics and substance and shit. And when he plays it for them, what are they gonna say? You know what I mean? Now if he turns it on and I'm like, on some gimmicky content rapping shit, you know what I mean, that made a million views or a million streams, they might be like, wow, that shit is real bubblegumish. We didn't play that though, that was more for teenagers and shit, and then when you start thinking about that, right? It's like, okay, I can go this like this. I feel like it's corny, but it don't mean it's corny. But it's like you can go that route, right? You could go that route, and it's like go for the content, the stuff that the TikTokers are gonna play and remix videos to and stuff like that. You can go that route. You can do that. But then like what's the cost? What's the cost? I've always rapped for respect, and then it's like from there, right? Rap for respect. But when you rapping, it's a business. It's just a business. That's all a business. You know what I mean? If it's not making money, it's not making sense at all. So it's like, excuse me, pardon me real quick. So it's like, it's really a catch-22, man. It's like a slippery slope, as they explained it, Hold on. Bro, fuck it. We just here. Let me see. She recite my last song, now you don't want to feel him. Truth is, you sour like lemons, now you want to peel him. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Let me break that down. That song that he recited right there is called The Game. And what I was talking about in that is about like the it's a part of the game, you know what I mean? As far as like your girl slipping away into another person's arms. In this case, it was me in this song. And I'm talking about like I said, she recite my last song. Now you don't want to feel him. Talking about like you were a fan of the music, but now you hear your girl singing it. Now you ain't feeling him no more. You don't like that, right? Truth is, you sour like lemons. Now you want to peel him. Now obviously he's sour, right? And like lemons, now you want to peel him. It's a double entendre, right? It's like now you're sour, which is feeling bitter. You know what I mean? You're not happy, and now you want to peel them. You peel lemons, and then you peel. You know what I mean? You shoot like peel off in them up. You know what I mean? That I don't know if you guys say that, but that's what we say. We said that before out here. It's old lingo, but yeah. Shout out to my boy the Prayer Catcher in the building. That one deep. It's so much facts. It's too hard to skip. For real. Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really appreciate that. And that's why I really spent so much time on my lyrics. I didn't drop like 2 albums a year and stuff like that because I wanted it to be like a I wanted my songs to be like a okay, the best way I can explain it is like when I was in I think it was 5th grade, we used to on rainy days we used to stay in from recess and the teacher would read a book. And it was a book that you would go like you would read, but it would have multiple endings. So it's like you read, say we get done with chapter 1 and it'd be a question like, hey, if you feel like the character should jump on the spaceship, turn to page 26. If you feel like the character should jump in a boat, turn to page 44. And it's like, man, I wanted people to really dig into my music. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to see it's happening like that. Tuning in, having a great night, great vibes. Break up some bars down memory lane. How's your night? Man, I appreciate it. I can't read for shit right now. Actually, my contact is a little trippy, but we here. Shout out to Joseph Nelson in the building, family member right there. You feel me? Yeah, man. Sorry you feeling tired, my boy, but hopefully we wake your game up around here. Let me see. My night is going good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did a better job of taking care of myself tonight. I have an issue with keeping enough water in my system as I should. I don't know if you guys deal with that or not, but bro, staying hydrated is one of the hardest things as an adult. You know, it's the little things. Like, we think about big things like bills, being a parent, you know, going to work, whatever hours you guys go to work for, you know, trying to pay the bills, shit like that. What's for dinner? You know, it trickles down. And then what you don't think about is stuff that really, really, really matters, like taking care of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, them bills, they don't seem as serious as they was before your health starts declining. When your health start declining, you start forgetting about all that little bullshit, right? You ain't worried about how many hours you got to work or you had to work last week, because nothing's more important than your health, right? Health is wealth. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to get under wraps, bro, or get a control of, is my fucking water intake, bro. That's like the hardest thing ever. Like, it's almost to the point where I'm about to start making alarms on my phone like every 30, 45 minutes. Is that crazy? Am I the only person that's dealing with this? Because, bro, this is the most annoying shit ever, man. And it's just water. It's water. When I was a kid, bro, I can go without water. It seemed like I don't remember a time I drank some fucking water other than football practice. You know what I mean? My boy El Peron, he said facts. I go from drinking 2 gallons of water a day in the summer to maybe 1 in the winter months. Bro, it's weird. I don't get it and I don't appreciate it. It's like, why is it so hard for me to drink my water? But hey, you know, I'm here. I'm working on it because, man, you know, you got to stay you got to handle your shit, you know? You got to handle your shit. Handle it now before you have to handle it. Because when you have to, it's going to be way harder because you're going to be so far behind the ball. So take care of your shit, man. I understand we all got stuff we going through. You know, I don't want to appear perfect ever, which is why I put a lot of my issues and shit in my music. If you think I am perfect, you ain't listened to my music enough, and that's on you. You feel me? Yeah, you know, if you are trying to appear perfect, man, that's beautiful for you. You know what I mean? That's nice. I hope you guys, live in that struggle for the rest of your life, bro, because nobody is. You know what I mean? It sounds nice, but it ain't. It sounds nice, but it ain't. One of the things that does sound nice is the topic of the night. It sounds nice, right? Let's all picture it. Let's sit back for a second and picture it. Some of you guys need to, if you're a visual learner, and I can't, give you the visuals now, but maybe you could close your eyes, right? So, you're a single person, single male in California, in America. You're a single male in America, and you're not happy with the way the dating scene is going. You're not happy about it. The girls are playing with your time. You feel like you got more to offer, and these ones just ain't. They don't want what you got to offer. And you know what? Just like LeBron James when he was leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers, you feel like you should take your talents elsewhere. So what do? You get a good old passport. You take that passport and you look for the most exotic, beautiful women's in the land, and you choose which one is more. I think I might want a Brazilian. I think I might want a woman from Thailand. I heard that they're great homemakers and they're beautiful women. I'm into the exotics. Let's take a freaking trip. So this is what these passport bros be doing. So they get out there. You know what I mean? They ain't really had it like that their whole life. They ain't been getting them. You know what I mean? The woman's been playing with them. They've been playing with their time and their heart and their emotions. So they finally get to these places. My boy Joe Cook in the building. So they finally get to these countries. And what do? They go crazy out there. They throw money around. What's up? I'm trying to kick it. You know what I mean? Because you're not the corny. You're not competing with the dude with all, with all the cool shoes and all that stuff and the swagger. You to do with the swagger now. You're American. You're different. You know, out here, you're regular. You can't compete. It's somebody with swag. I walk in the room. I'm cool. I'm funny. Girls gravitate towards that type of shit, right? It's hard to compete with that. So you go out there and now you're him. And they want to hear what you got to say. How could you not indulge? So you go from Thailand, right? You meet a nice young woman. You're like, you know what? I'm going to expand my horizons. So then you go to Colombia and you meet another beautiful Latina. And you're like, man, life is great, right? And she's like, hey, I want to come over your spot. What's up? I'm trying to kick it. Of course, hey, come through. I ain't never had nobody trying to come through, right? Especially a model-looking face like you. Bad ones. Beautiful women. So they pop up. One of them pops up. Oh, my friend's coming. It's another young woman. You like, man, I might get it popping. You know, y'all get to dancing. They cooking for you. They make you some, you know, so here, drink this. You drink it. You eating the food. And now you feeling dizzy. This ain't how Thailand was treating me. I'm fainting. So you faint. They rob you for all your shit. You in a car. You in the back of a car, getting slapped up with hella AKs in your face and shit. That's the reality for some people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch yourself. These dudes, these passport bros. It all seemed like when I was looking at these passport bros online, I was like, man, this shit is dope. This shit is dope. If I wasn't married, I'd be out there kicking, trying to find it. I was cracking out there. Cause everybody that I seen they was lacking in the departments, bro. They was lacking in the charisma. They was lacking in the swag. They wasn't cool like that. You know, I just didn't see it. You know what I mean? I didn't see any boys out there. I didn't see them. I didn't see like, oh, okay, yeah, he probably got him. I didn't see that. But what I did see is these dudes having a great time, right? And so I'm just watching it because it's entertaining. It's like watching a documentary on YouTube. So I'm just watching hella different dudes living their life. And I'm like, dude, this is actually entertaining. They're going and showing different parts of the cities and the different type of foods and the stuff that they're doing out there. And what do they show? What comes up or what pops up in the next video? This dude from Oakland, California is talking about how he befriended somebody in Colombia, and dude tried to get him set up to die. You know what I mean? My boy jumped off of a mountain and broke his leg trying to get away from these people, bro. They was about to kill my boy. For what? His camera. He had no money on him, and they knew it, but they didn't care about that, bro. You gotta think, right? I remember when I was younger. I was watching this YouTube, or this is back when like Hood DVDs was out. This dude from my city, shout out to Ro D, OG Ro D. He went to hella different hoods across the country, right? And was just filming what happens in different hoods. This is before YouTube was doing all that shit. And it was like, man. And so it was amazing to us because it was like, man, we had no idea what New York was doing, what Atlanta was doing, and Chicago and stuff. This is like early 2000s. You know what I mean? 2003, maybe 2004. Shit was intriguing. And the one thing that's always stuck out to me is he says, when you pull up to these other cities, you don't go over there flashing your jewelry and your most expensive clothes, and you don't go over there in all they girls' faces and stuff. You got to think, man, you coming from out of town, you an outsider. And for two, you all in this girl face, you don't know who been trying to get at her. You don't know who baby daddy she is, or baby mama she is. You don't know what her situation is with these dudes, and you just popping it. And you're making yourself a target. And I understood why these passport bros keep falling victim. It's because they wasn't living from that. They're not born from that, bro. They're not born from that. They don't understand that lifestyle. How would you go to a different country and you're inviting people you don't know to your house or the place where you stay? That's stupid. That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. How do you let this dude that you know for about 2 months probably take you to the ghetto of that country? I am from Stockton, California, bro. It goes down in Stockton, California. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to the west side of Stockton, California. I know nobody over there like that. The last time I went to the west side, the party that I went to got shot up. And I was this close to getting shot in the melee. I was so lucky. The dude shot down the hall where we was running away from everything from. The bullet, twing, hit somebody in the knee, right? Like the dude that was right next, he was right where that tree right there, he was like right there. It like ricocheted off the ground and hit him in the knee or some shit. I mean, in the shin. And it was like, bro, you gotta know. You gotta be from some type of shit. You gotta be around some type of shit in order to be prepared for some type of shit to happen. You know what I mean? And obviously these dudes is just running around different countries, just popping it. And that's not life, bro. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself. And I'm saying it low because, you know, people, they might not want to hear me when I'm speaking so loud. Oh, he talking too loud. I can't understand shit he got to say. Okay, well, I'm gonna whisper it then, stupid. Watch yourself. Don't do stupid shit like that. Let's see what the chat fam got to say about this. Shout out to my boy Joe Cook again. My boy, the legend Raccoon Joe is in the building. Shout out to Raccoon Joe. Cooper from the he says, stay afloat when they want to see you drown. Shake these fools. They know the rules. Repeat them now. Let's go. My boy just quoted one of the oldest songs that I have out. Hoes drop draws. Fuck, I can't remember the whole shit, bro. Elaine would tell lies for an applause. Man. Shout out to my boy Cooper for no. That's a real one right there. Joe Cook, he says, that's why I have no desire to travel to places like that. Plus, I don't know if they even have any raccoon. This man is fucking a star, bro. You have no idea. If you don't know who Raccoon Joe is, you need to come and kick it more often because Raccoon Joe is a fucking legend. See, that's the flip side, right? Like, I would travel to these places, but I wouldn't just be doing what they doing, bro. I would have to move around around those countries like I move around here. I don't move around. I don't live in my home city. I don't move around like that. I move around smart. To me. And I got caught slacking before. No lie. Thank God it didn't happen, but man. And I still got caught lacking before. But hey, man, you know, to each his own, right? El Pedon says, got to keep your guard up once you leave the States. Most people don't travel abroad and get caught snoozing. Big facts. So check this out, right? This dude said he was living, or he had an Airbnb in Colombia. So right by the beach. So he says, soon as the sun starts setting, they close the beach. Nobody's out. There's no motorcycles allowed to drive. Shout out to JC Customs in the building. There's no motorcycles on the streets. There's only cars. So it's just like, it's dead. He said there's no street lights, no nothing. So let me paint this picture for you. If you've ever been to the beach, You know how dark it is on the beach in the night, right? It's fucking dark. You can't see nothing. And so there's no street lights on the streets. So if it's dark on the beach, because the water, I don't know, something about the water, bro. It's like pitch dark. And then pitch black. And then on the streets, it's the same thing. So this dude, he's in Colombia. Medellin. I don't know how they pronounce that shit. But it's like that. It's one of those cities or whatever. Like popular city. Bro, he's in Colombia. Do I need to tell you guys what happened in Colombia in the past? Bro, so this dude, it's nighttime. He didn't have any food. He realized it late. So what does he do? He's like, man, it's dark outside. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I'm going to go walking outside in the pitch dark. In the dark. It's some of the dumbest shit ever, bro. I would not walk. I'm not walking dark on the east southwest of Stockton, Cal. I'm not walking downtown in the dark, pitch dark in Stockton, California, bro. I'm not doing that. You got me fucked. No, I will starve for the night and I will pay for the consequences in the morning. That's just what it is, bro. He did that. He's walking down the street. He says a car comes. He didn't pay no attention to him. They hop out, and he says he keeps walking, and then all of a sudden he says somebody behind him has a gun to his back and tells him, keep walking. And so he goes forward, and he ends up in the car with these dudes. He's in the middle riding bitch with guns on him, and basically they take him to an alley and rob him, right? That's his first encounter in dealing with some crazy shit out there, man, in Colombia. So what does he do after that? He goes back home and he's stressed out, right? He's like, man, dude, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. So he hits his homie up, be like, hey, man, I'm about to come to your city, you know what I mean? Because he's in a different part of Colombia. So he goes over there. And, he's all stressed out. He's sad. And he's telling him like, man, I'm upset what happened, but hey, man, we're going to keep it pushing. So they're hanging out for a couple of months, because he's out there for hella long. And he decides, hey, you know what? I don't want to leave. So he's talking to his friend about opening up a bar, so they're going back and forth about it, yada, yada. And, the day, it was like a Thursday, he said, and they were supposed to meet the next day. So he tells him, hey, we got to meet tomorrow about the bar. He's like, yeah, for sure. And so they're leaving the bar, to the club. And he's like, he's telling him, yeah, all right, I'm about to get my Uber. So he's using the phone to get the Uber. And his friend tells him, hey, nah, take the taxi. Go ahead, take the taxi, bro. Trust me, this one, it's just right there. So his dumb ass is like, yeah, you know what? I am going to take the taxi. He takes the taxi. And the taxi is the taxi drives for a little bit. He says he's driving hella slow. He's like, man. So the car stops, and he's like, all right, he stops the car and pulls over. And then he goes in and deals with the hood. And he's like, man, it's the sensor. Something's wrong with my sensor. And he even said, hey, my dad owns a shop. I've worked on cars all my life with my dad. I know what happens when a sensor's bad. And I knew that the sensor wasn't bad. But yet his dumb ass stayed in the car. So he says a little while longer, some gang members hop in the car, and what they do, rob his ass again. This time they take him to Venezuela, I guess, and hold him hostage for like 5 days or some shit. I was like, bro, what the hell? So he get out of the situation. They take him for about $15K. Take his phone, drop him back off. He gets back to his Airbnb. He gets in there. He said, I feel like my friend is the one that set me up. So I blocked him from my phone. I ended him instantly on the inbox, on the comment section. Bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, I was like, bro, how did you block him? For one, if your phone really got if you really got robbed for your phone, bro, how'd you block him? It was like, oh, when you travel abroad, man, everybody knows you got to have 2 phones and yada yada. And he was giving me all the rundown. He ran all the fucking rules down. And you know what he forgot to rule? You know what he forgot to run down? Stop trusting every fucking body. How about that? You got robbed by your friend. And then the other situation, he had a girl or something like that he was talking to on text. So I'm thinking that he was telling her he about to walk to the store and she had him lined up. So it's like, bro, what type of shit is y'all on? That's what I'm saying, bro. These passport bros are passport nerds, bro. Not all of them, though. Not all of them, because there's some cool dudes on there. And like, one of the dudes reminds me of my uncle. And it's the funniest shit ever because my Uncle Dale is a wild one. That's a wild card, bro. And he reminds me of him, like a younger version of him. So it's like really interesting to watch. But majority of everybody's just on some nerd shit, bro. And it's like, there's this one dude, right? He's walking around, I think it was, he was in Colombia, and he's talking about how it's so dangerous and I'm not scared of anything. And it's like, you could tell he knows some people out there. Like the dude that's filming him, he knows him, right? And the dude that's filming him lives out there. But while he's walking around and being like all like flamboyant, I can spot people in the back of the video, like while he's walking, like people back there that are just looking at him like, yeah, that's him. And so I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'm not gonna be surprised if this dude ends up in a sticky situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie, they kind of soured my ambitions for doing some abroad traveling, but I'm still down to do that shit. Don't get me wrong. That shit looks fun to me, and I'm down to do it. But I know that for sure I'll be on some cautious shit. Like I would not approach it the same way. Have any of you guys thought about traveling out of the country? And if you have, I want to know where you would want to travel. Where would you travel? I've always thought Brazil. Why the hell are people trying to go to Colombia is a crazy question for me. I understand it looks like a nice place and all that good stuff, but shit, you got the Escobar situation, you got the narcos. Like, I just don't see the reason to go out there. It's like visiting, like, I'm from Mexico. Well, not from Mexico, but my family's from Mexico, but I have no desire to go out there. And it's like, I don't understand why people are really trying to get out there. I have a homie that traveled to fucking Thailand. I would like to go out there just to see. I had a homie that stayed out there too. My boy was doing big music shit out there, you know? And so it's like, I want to see what their culture looks like. I want to hit up Japan. My boy said Sao Paulo, Brazil. Now, Brazil looked like it could be dangerous. Matter of fact, I heard a story about some some dude from Brazil trying to line some shit up, but it don't seem bad, you know. Like, if you on some smart shit, like the dudes, they be warning people. It's like, if you just enjoying your situation and like not doing too much, I think it'd be fun. Just the beaches are not the hoods. Facts, yeah. Definitely stay out of the favelas. Like, that's what I'm not finna do, bro. You got me fucked. Man, come on, bro. Thailand for some fresh seafood. Big facts, bro. Big facts. I want to see all that. The big Buddha, you know what I mean? Golden statues, all that shit. Yeah, I want to see all that. That'd be tight. But what I'm not going to do is to go and stunt on the broke people out there. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Y'all got all these name brand shits on. And you got to think, our name brands ain't they name brands. So when you're walking around in your Nike shirt, you're doing a lot to them. You know what I mean? You're like, man, this dude, this American over here, man, he gonna have to pay taxes. You know what I mean? That food be mad good though. Big facts. Thai food is some of my favorite, bro. Oh, unless you're talking about Brazil. Oh, okay, yeah. The beach is done. Yeah, Brazil. I don't know if I had Brazilian food. What is that? Portuguese? I don't know. I don't know. But definitely Thailand, Thai food, man. Some of our favorite food around this house. All right, so one thing that I did want to talk about is I talked about last week. I got a online Amazon store. I don't know if you guys shop on Amazon, but if you do and you're trying to get into some music or podcasting type shit, you know what I mean? Or if you like looking, if you're a parent or a newly parent and you're looking for stuff that makes your life a little easier, hit my Amazon store up. My link is in the description. You know, it's cool, man. I'm adding more stuff, but right now I got some pretty dope stuff in there, man. I think that's hella tight. I'm really happy to have this opportunity with Amazon. I got reached out to, if you didn't know, I got reached out to in my email about some content creator program that they have, and it was like, oh, you really fit the criteria for this if you're interested. And of course, man, we shop on Amazon damn near every fucking day over here. So we here. Excuse me. I stopped drinking coffee in the stream because coffee's not good for me. But so hey, we're gonna have to figure these tired yawns out now. Cooper from the Thai food be mad good too, bro. Pad Thai. If any of you guys are in Texas, near Fort Worth, Texas, my wife introduced me to the best, literally the best Thai food we've ever had, bro. Spice in downtown Fort Worth, Texas is legit the shit, bro. It's so fire. Costa Rica is beautiful. That's was there last year and the water is clear blue. That's fire. Shout out to JC Customs. Bro, Costa Rica sounds fire as hell. We went to Hawaii and the water was like that. I had a great time, bro. Hawaii was so cool vibes. I hear it can get crazy like if you're venturing out in like the mainlands, you know what I mean? They hoods, and which I'm not finna do. If you know me, I'm not doing that. You got me fucked. Nope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we didn't do that. And so we had a great time. Score one for us. El Peron, he said, I just learned to wear black jeans and a white tee everywhere just for that reason. Big facts, bro. I feel you. The hardest part for me, right? I'm like really into fashion, streetwear fashion. So if I were to go out there, bro, I would just be wearing my regular shit. And if they knew what it was, they'd think that I was flexing. You know what I mean? So it's a hard one. It's a hard one. It is a hard one. It'll be a hard one for me. I'd probably just have to get hella black tees, like my boy El Peron, white tees and black jeans. You feel me? No Air Forces, just some Vans or something. Cooper from the Peron for real, looking like Domino's. That's hella funny on everything though. You would have to just do it. Look like a Sharpie marker. You know what I'm saying? You got to though, man, because it's like, is it worth it? These dudes setting themselves up trying to be cool. I don't get it. I don't know if you got. Oh, okay. Let me talk about this Kanye West situation. So I was watching a video earlier, and I thought it was crazy, right? Kanye West is walking down the street. He's going to support somebody's concert, if I'm not mistaken. So he's walking. He actually has a freaking black mask over his face, like a full mask. It looks like Suspect on like on the video game, you know, the all black dude. So he's walking down the street and paparazzi's in his face with her camera phone. She's like, Kanye, is it true that your wife doesn't have doesn't have her let me see. Oh, does she have free will, you know, to speak and go as she pleases? And so he's like, what? So he takes her phone. Let me get your phone. And then he's like, starts questioning her. It's like, what kind of question is that? You're in my face, stopping where I'm going with a camera, with a phone in my face, asking me if my wife, the woman that I love, has free will. Like, this is America. Like, she can do whatever the hell she wants. Like, what is wrong? What kind of question is that? Like, he was like really, really, really disrespected by that question. And at first glance, right, I'm like, bro, you took that woman's phone out of her hand, bro. You tripping? Like, what are you doing? Keep your hands to yourself, right? And I was like, why are you just tripping over this little comment? And then I thought about it a little bit deeper, right? Me, Psyph Morrison, the guy that could just go to the store and 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to recognize me. I'm good, right? I can do whatever the hell I want. In most situations, I can do whatever I want and not be interrupted. Imagine if everywhere you went, somebody has a camera out, paparazzi's coming in your face with cameras, phones, and all types of shit, ask you all types of ridiculously disrespectful questions to get a rise out of you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. And then I kind of sympathized for him a little bit, because it's like, that shit will drive you crazy. That shit has to drive you crazy. My boy is walking down the street, getting harassed by somebody, and then when he starts asking her questions, she's, I'm just a reporter. I'm just a reporter. It's like, bro, nah, you can't just get out of that shit. Oh shit. Cooper from the O has a great question, and it's gonna be great if you think about it, right? Do you think all the flashes from the photos taken has messed him up in the head, like brainwash, like soldiers getting flashes? Yeah, it could that could be a possibility, bro. We underestimate a lot of the stuff that we do. Okay, so check this out, right? I remember I was younger. I was like really, really young. This had to have been around the time I started playing football. So no. This isn't started playing. I had to have been around 10, 11, right? 9, 10, 11. And I used to ride around with my uncle. And when I used to be in the front seat, but when somebody rode with us, he would have me sitting in the back. And my uncle had 212s, right? And every time, bro, like I think he was like, he would try to tap me out, you know? But the problem is there was like a smaller speaker, like right here, like, okay, I'm sitting in the back seat, and right next to there was no door right there, but there was like a speaker right there, and it was like mids or highs or something like that. It felt like highs, but he would turn that shit up, and the bass wouldn't get to me, but I'd be cringing because the shit's just blaring in my ear. It's like all the highs were just going straight into my right ear, you know? And it's like, I was like, I could take this shit, you know? Like, even back then, I wasn't trying to be a tap artist. So I was like, man, you can't tap me. But that shit has an effect on you. You know what I mean? Like, my ear, when I take hearing tests, my right ear is not as good as my left. And it's like, it's so bad with the hearing test that the woman was telling me, like, do you have issues hearing? I was like, I don't think so. And she was like, well, it's certain notes you didn't catch. And I was like, wow, both ears? She was like, no, just the right. Because when the left showed them, you hit the button. But on the right, you didn't hit the button. But you hit all the other notes. And I guess it was just when it got high. And it was like, I instantly thought back to my uncle in that damn car. And he'd be like, oh, you can't take it. You can't ride with me. And it's like, what the fuck am I going to do? Stay home with my little brother or something? Like, that's what I'm not going to do. So I would just take it. But we don't know, just like Kanye and these flashes, we don't know what the hell this shit does to us later on. Just like football and these dudes going crazy with CTE. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you cannot pay me $1 million to believe that Antonio Brown don't got fucking CTE. My boy is cooked. And I feel bad for him because it's just like a matter of time before he self-destructs all the way. My boy is cooked, bro. I wish it wasn't him, man, because he was a cool athlete, man. I was a big fan, but damn. Crazy, right? It's crazy. One of the dudes that died from that, well, that was suffering from CTE, Junior Seau. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Junior Seau, but Junior Seau was like a fucking one of the best middle linebackers to ever play, or what linebackers period to ever play football. I met dude looked like the fucking Hulk, man. He had muscles on his fucking hands. It was like he was just so big, dude, and he was the nicest dude ever, man. The nicest dude ever, man. It was like crazy. He was so chill, bro. He was such a good dude. And for him to like take his life, you know what I mean? Because he was like going through it. It's like, bro, is it really that serious? Like, what are we doing about these football players? What effects is this shit giving us later on? And yes, I want my son to still play football. I know my wife's watching this. Yes, I do. Let me see. El Peroni said, you're right. That would get annoying after some time if having to be in the spotlight 24/7. Literally the reason why I didn't care to be famous with music. Bro, I was pretty popular in high school. Having people know who you are when you don't know who they are is very uncomfortable after a while. Like, I remember I was walking down the street from summer school. It was me and a couple of girl cousins and shit, right? It was like not just two girl cousins, but I had girl cousins in a group, and it was just some dudes and some chicks. You know, it was all just walking in a group, talking, hanging out. And we're walking down the street, and his van, you know, it's a big line. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't just like one van, but the van inside on the side of the street in the pick your kids up line, they pulled up, and dude's like on the phone. He's like, "Hey, is you?" Says my name, you know, my government name. "Hey, is you Psyph Morrison?" And my girl cousin looked at me like, "Oh, you about to get into a fight?" I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "Oh, okay, for sure." And they drove, you know, just kept progressing forward. And to this day, I don't know what the fuck that was about. But it's like, I knew that I wanted to do music, but I knew that I didn't want to be famous to where I couldn't walk into the mall and just comfortably just go and shop and go home, you know. They blamed it on one hit from Vontae Burfict. Yeah, I know. Dude, after years of playing football, I'm pretty sure that probably is what turned the light switch on. But man, that the light bulb was screwed in tight already, man. That probably just turned the light bulb, hit the switch. You know what I'm saying? Okay, speaking of Chicago people, because Kanye is from Chicago. A man from Chicago robs a bank 3 days after being acquitted of robbery. Bank robbery. People are not only crazy. The world is not only crazy, my boys, but they're stupid. My boy Cooper Fennell, he says, "I know your government, but it's safe with me." Appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's not hard to find. You know, I just don't put it out there like that. But for you to go and rob a bank after being acquitted from robbing a bank 3 days before, you kind of done, bro. You deserve to be locked up at that point. I don't wish jail on nobody. I don't wish jail or death on nobody. Well, not everybody. I do wish jail on the takers of the kids. I can't say everything that I want to say on YouTube because they'll demonetize my stream. So I got to be careful with what I say. But the taker of the kids, y'all all can go to jail or hell. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, this dude was on some real stupid shit. My boy got acquitted of bank robbery. You know what I mean? He got found innocent and then turned around and robbed a bank. And then on the letter it said something like, I'll pay it back. You know what I mean? I'm going to pay it back or some shit like that. Like, bro, he deserves to be in like a 24-hour full Nelson. You know, you ever been in a full Nelson when your older cousins just yoke you up? He just need to be in a long full Nelson hold, like just for a long time, bro, because you don't appreciate life if that's what you want. He said, what was he trying to buy? Bro, he got away with like $500 and something. When they caught him, he had 100. So whatever he was trying to buy, he bought it. But for $500, I don't think it was worth it. To me. You stupid. You got to do better, bro. You got to do. But then again, do they? Wouldn't it be great if everybody stupid just kind of weeded themselves out? Like, just like cleared themselves out of the way? So my mother-in-law's husband sent me a news clipping about I guess some Dallas, Texas investor company bought hella houses in California and raised the rent or something like that, you know, and all that shit. But if you're from California, you know that people are moving to Texas right now. And I was like, man, that's one of the biggest monopolies ever. Like, that's a big strategy to, like, okay, you know, people are coming from that area. You purposely get the rent, you know, raise the cost of living over there, so they come to you. And then when they come to you, they got to pay the old prices that they would have paid in California now. Bro, the world is chess, not checkers. And the people holding all the big, playing with all the big cards and shit, are the big, you know what I mean, with the big game. The people that are controlling the game are the people in control. Isn't that crazy? You would think it'd be some type of fairness. So today I seen a video of this dude, straight millionaire from Stockton, California, right? This dude, I talked about him a few streams ago. My cousin had got advice from him. Now, he's a part of the city, I don't know, the political side of Stockton, California, right? Millionaire dude. He owns hella properties in South Stockton, all that good shit. So this dude that's running against him just released a fucking video of how he's slumlording his properties. My boy is a straight millionaire, been a millionaire for years, and he's slumlording his properties. These people they got no windows in the house. They just got boards on them. They got roaches everywhere, bro. It's some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen, bro. Dead ass. And he's just living. Now, a couple of years ago, they were trying to like sue, and the city gave him a bailout. No shit, he's on the fucking board or whatever. He's like a part of the political side of the city. Like, why would he not? You know, and then they bailed him out on the money. Like, bro, the world is crazy. We look at these presidents and be like, man, these motherfuckers is grimy. It gets worse the closer you get to home. You got your own people, which is in your city, living in roach motels, bro. It's some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen, bro. Dead ass. And I'm like, how did he get away with this? How is he still controlling shit in the city hall shit? You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell that shit's called, bro. But how are you still in control of anything when it's like that? I don't get this shit, man. I don't get it. And it's like, they tell us like, oh man, you gotta vote. every time it cycles, it's another rat. It's like you get one rat in for a different species of rat. You know what I mean? It's just a rat's cousin. Now it's a hamster. Ain't no difference. It just got a shorter tail. You know what I mean? It's just chubbier. It's smaller and chubbier. My boy Cooper from the O says it's a dog world, man. The weak get taken advantage of, sadly. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Like I was complaining, and it's so crazy. I was complaining about taxes the other day, like, man, they about to kill us, man. And then it's like I look at this video, and these people that are trying their hardest just to make it, to not be homeless, gotta live in this shit. And on the video, they asked the dude renting it out, hey man, because it was like one of them behind the scenes shits. He's like, hey, can I, like, it was a studio apartment, and he's like, if I wanted to eat, can I plug a hot plate in here? He's like, no, you can't, because the plugs, the sockets haven't been up, they're not updated yet, so it's a fire hazard. So I gotta live with roaches and no food, bro. Hopefully some change happens. You know what I mean? But do I have faith in it? Nah, I don't. You want to know why? Because I was watching this podcast the other day, and they were talking about when Bill Clinton was running the first time, and he was on Arsenio Hall's show playing the saxophone. I remember that. If you were alive around that time, you know what the hell I'm talking about. They were talking about how there was a dude in the back of the studio. He was the one actually playing it, a black dude. He was playing the fucking guitar, or the saxophone, and my boy Bill Clinton was out there just Milli Vanilli edition. And I'm like, bro, if it could go that far, like how the hell did Arsenio Hall not say something like, bro, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? How do you? I don't get it, man. It's watch yourself out there, man. Do what you got to do for yours, because the people up above they don't give a fuck. They don't really care about us. I can't remember. I think that was Michael Jackson. Cooper from the O, he says, I learned about that finally. Got it set for this year. Got all my gas, store, anything I bought, receipts. Man, facts. I'm going to get my money back from the IRS. They worked my hours to tax me, bro. So they tax you for your working, right? And then you go and buy groceries. And then they tax that. They tax you for thinking about you having money. As soon as you think that you made something, they tax that too. It's sad that the first thing that we know is, oh yeah, what would you do if you won $1 million from the lotto? Well, half of that's going to taxes already. Like, bro, that's tax money, ain't it? Like, ain't it something like that? I don't know. I don't get it, but I don't get it, bro. They're robbing us, and they man. And I don't even want to say blind, because they're doing it to our face. All right, so last topic, right? So there's a bunch of people that are fucking up in arms, or whatever you want to call it, about Shannon Sharp. He says Taylor Swift is bringing more notoriety, or more. She's bringing more people to the NFL right now, more than Beyonce or Michael Jackson did. You know what I mean? She's rivaling them at this point. She's doing more. And, everybody is just so pissed off about it. What the hell? They wasn't dating no football players, yada, yada. I'm like, bro, if you don't understand the truth, or if you don't understand shit, just shut up, right? When it all comes down to it, if you don't understand shit, just shut up. Instead of just like blindly like getting offended. People get so offended over shit and don't even look into what it mean, like what's actually happening. That's a part of the problem too, man. It's so easy to piss people off. So easy to piss people off nowadays. It's like you don't even have to, and then you don't even have to clear it up really, because nobody really goes to look for, nobody cares about it after they get enraged, you know? But I kind of agree, man, because I'll get to that in a second. My boy Cooper from the O says she's the face of the NFL, hence why they're doing flag football for pro football, or for the Pro Bowl. These rules is going to turn into flag football by 2030 or sooner. Yeah, I can see 7-on-7 being a lot more serious in the NFL. But the whole thing about the Taylor Swift thing, right? You got people watching that normally probably wouldn't want to watch football, like wouldn't really care about football because she's on there, you know? And it's like, well, what about Beyonce and all this stuff? Like, yeah, that's cool, but that's a halftime show. She's been at the games, you know, and supporting and shit. So I understand where he's coming from. The only thing I really don't like about this whole situation is why do they keep pushing her on me, bro? I don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift at the football game doing the fucking swag surfing in the box. Who gives a fuck? You know what it feels like? It feels like I'm watching like a medieval times, the Colosseum shit, and they keep flashing to the part where the king and the queen and all them are sitting, and they out there swag surfing while all the peasants are underneath them. That's what it feels like, bro. Like, why do you keep showing me this bitch? Like, I do not care. I promise you, I can give a flying fuck about what the hell Taylor Swift is doing in the middle of the football game while I got to see Patrick Mahomes, if Patrick Mahomes is going to complete this damn pass. Like, especially when I was playing, when the fantasy football league was going. I don't give a fuck about her. Like, the way they push these people on us, bro. The way they push these people, I promise you, 90% of the shit that everybody is so invested in and cares so much about, they wouldn't give a flying fuck about none of this shit if it wasn't pushed in their face all the damn time. All the time. This happens all the time, right? I'll be riding in the car with my wife and my son, and a song will come on. And I look to her and I'll be like, man, this is fucking trash. I hate this damn song. And then 2 weeks later, a month later, we're driving again, and that song comes on, and I'm sitting right there rapping the fucking lyrics to it. And she goes, oh, I thought you hated this song. And I look her right in her eyes and tell her, I hate this fucking song. They brainwashed me so much. Now I can't do anything but repeat the fucking lyrics. Every damn time, bro, they brainwash us with this shit. I promise you, the last person anybody would care about at a fucking football game would be Taylor Swift, bro. Even after she was dating that motherfucker, nobody cared until she was on the camera every 5 fucking minutes of the game. Not only was she on the camera, I mean on the screen every fucking 5 to 15 minutes of the game, they're putting their Travis Kelce catches a pass, and they'll pop up a picture of her with his stats. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are you forcing this bitch on me? Bro, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. And you know what? The only way you can get away from this shit is if you become a passport bro. You got to get the fuck out of here. You got to go to Colombia and you got to get robbed at least twice for the same thing and walk around in the pitch night where everybody's trying to kill you. You got to do that. You got to put your life in danger. Get the fuck out of here. All jokes aside, thank you guys for coming and kicking it with your boy. If you haven't already, go to the description and hit up my Amazon store. If you do want to donate by tipping or anything anonymously, hit the tip jar in there. If you do want to donate here, hit the super chats for your boy. Everything is definitely appreciated. You know, it all helps the growth of the channel, and it helps me get to bigger and better things. I'm trying to my next goal is to get one of those soundboard things to where I can like say something crazy. Like, I don't give a fuck about no damn Taylor Swift, and it'd be like doom doom, you know, like I could press the button and the sounds would come up. That's what I'm working towards next, you know, so patience, but we're working toward it. We're getting there, right? Before I go, my boy Cooper from the O, he says, who you got for the Super Bowl? I got the Chiefs taking it 34-28. Pick six to take it. Pick six to end it. I cannot bet against Pat Mahomes, bro. He's too fucking good. Pause. Like, the dude is fucking talented. I gotta go with the Chiefs. I do think the Niners they're the better full team. They're the better team. And the cool part about it, like, the Niners run the ball well, right? The Chiefs are not good at stopping the run. So if the Niners go in there running down their throat, they probably going to whoop that ass really, really bad. They got to take Travis Kelce out of the game. It's been happening all season, so it's possible. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm not sure. It's a hard one. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for your boy. It helps the channel growth and all that good shit. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Low-key, just don't want the Niners to win because the Super Bowl standings, they'll be tied with the Steelers and the Pats. Man, fuck them Niners, bro. I'm sorry for every Niner fan that has to hear it this way, but I promise you, I am a Cowboys fan, and you guys have stopped us from many Super Bowls in the 90s. Y'all talk a lot of shit. I was hoping Lamar Jackson ran through y'all shit. Wait, was it Lamar? No. I was hoping the Lions beat y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie. I'd like to see Amon-Ra St. Brown in the Super Bowl. But yeah, I was hoping the Lions win that game. They fucking let me down. Yeah, I can't stand the damn Niners, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan. The last thing anybody in sports needs is the fucking Niners to go up to 6 Super Bowls, bro. I hate them motherfuckers. I hope that fucking Purdy gets explosive diarrhea, bro. I hope that's what happens right before the first snap happens, so he don't go in the game at all. And yeah. My boy Cooper from now, he says, I felt that with a passion. F them Niners. Big facts, bro. I can't stand them at all. Like I was saying, if you guys want, send a super chat. If you want to remain anonymous, hit the inbox or hit the description for the tip and all that good stuff. I will see you guys on Friday. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Thank you for stopping by. I'm having so much fun with this shit. We're growing. The numbers are going up. That's hella tight. Thank God. You know what I mean? Much love. And I will see you on Friday, 7 p.m. If you're not here, you played yourself. Peace.